Hey guys, Zoolard here, back again with another review, and today we're having a look at the Marvel Universe Mysterio. This figure was part of the final wave, final series really, of Marvel Universe figures, and he is not easy to come by really, for that reason, and the fact he is a pretty bizarre character, and the fact that there's not a lot of figures for him. And the other fact, he's a Spider-Man villain. So, there's that. As you can see, I got him in a crazy pose. A crazy pose! So we're going to fix him and straighten him out here. Don't worry, that pose is what I am using for the still image at the end. So you will see it once more. His dome gives me a little trouble, but other than that, this guy is really freaking cool. I really do like the Spider-Man villains. I think he's got one of the best rogues galleries ever, along with, of course, Batman from DC, but it's not the best thing to reference DC in a Marvel video, because you get a whole lot of slack for that. Even though most people who collect Marvel collect DC in a sense. Okay, his stinking cape. Trying to get it on there. There. Hopefully that didn't take too long. Now I'll edit it out. I'll try. But Mysterio here. It's a pretty cool figure. He's a little on the top heavy side due to his cape. But comparing him to a standard Marvel Universe figure, the only other standard figure I have, Ghost Rider. Well, I will use it in all my videos because you guys need to appreciate this figure. He doesn't make anyone's top 10, and I don't know why. He's got a freaking flaming skull for a head. How metal is that? But I'd say that's a decent scale. Ghost Rider should be a little bit taller due to the flaming skull, but he is to scale. I'd take the chain out. I'm not dealing with that. But Mysterio here is probably one of the coolest capes I've ever seen on a figure, period. Not only droops over his shoulders, it fades from clear to solid plastic. That is too cool for school, really. I mean, that is cool, and he's got the little eye emblems right there on the parts where it connects to his suit, and his suit, I believe, is just smooth. Yes, it is just smooth. It doesn't have the sort of the fishnet style texturing throughout, but that's okay. This is a small figure that would have been rather difficult to do. He does have the gold gauntlets and boots though, which that is a plus. And the best part about this guy is you can remove his dome from his head. Mine's just a little tricky because it does that. I don't know, my dome is like separate from the cape here, making it a little difficult for me to do a proper video on this guy because it wants to pop out. So, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'll have my dad go in and glue that, because that's starting to tick me off. the fact that that just keeps popping out. It mostly does it in the back. Yeah. Again. But essentially, it's supposed to look like this. As you can see, it went in right there. So it is a little tricky to get used to. But after that, you are left with a rather chameleon-esque head. I've seen a lot of people go and get a Professor X, do a head swap. I think this thing is just on a ball joint. I can't really see up into there, but it looks like it's on a ball joint or a ball peg or something. So you can do that if you want. I don't know if I will. It would be cool to have a chameleon, but I'm not the best with paint. His eyes aren't painted though, so that's weird. But either way, it does look like chameleon, so I could see why people would do that. I have yet to see a video on it. But a lot of people are considering it if they can find another Mysterio or a Mysterio for cheap. But articulation on this guy, he's got, like I said, the ball peg in the head so he can look up quite a bit. Down a little, he has to look down. There. I move the head sideways so I can get to the ball peg. Well, the hinge there. Put him on a ratchet, it swivels, and it's on a separate ball joint itself, so. But you can look up, yeah, you can look up a little better now I add it. So he can fly like Human Torch. I was going to say Superman, but shouldn't really do that. He's got pin and socket at the shoulders, swivel in the shoulders as well, so they move in and out and forward and back. He's got bicep swivel, single hinge to elbow, swivel in the wrist. That is it. I think he should have had maybe some standard fists or maybe a open palm like this, and a hinge so he could do his little magic tricks, but it's not going to detract too much from the figure. He's got a ball jointed upper torso, so you can get some pretty good movement out of that. Also has an ab crunch, moves that far forward, that far back, and it does give you slight side to side there, but it can move like that. It can turn. He does also have a waist cut, T-jointed hips, so they move forward, back a teeny tiny bit, in and out a little bit as well. He's got a swivel in the hip, double jointed knees, swivel in the boot, hinge in the foot, as well as a ankle rocker. I guess this part's the pivot, not pivot, and this part's the rocker. I don't know. I don't know the proper terms for all these points. I call them foot and foot movement A and foot movement B. But with that said, I'm just going to try and slide his little Mysterio bulb on and not take so long. Well then, that went rather smoothly. Wish I could have done that in the beginning of the review, but whatever. So Mysterio here, really sick figure. I would recommend him for Spider-Man collectors. I am going to get a Spider-Man to go against this guy and the other figure, which I will be reviewing next, that I have. That's a Spider-Man villain. That is, of course, Rhino, so stay tuned for that bad boy. And, yeah, so Mysterio, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. This thing is bad ace. So, that's about all I got to say for this guy, you guys, and hope you guys enjoyed this review. And stay tuned, more Marvel Universe on the way. And until next time, I will catch you guys later.